Yeah, here's some good apples. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Didn't see you there. The following video contains spoilers to Naruto, The Last of Us 2, and Game of Thrones. So, viewer discretion advised, or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
What is going on, everyone? It's the red motherfucker, Loro, and today we're going to be talking about
these nuts
and The Last of Us Part 2. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to apologize to you, my viewers, for the recent lack of content in the past months. I've been busy with school and
Nobody gives a fuck about your personal life. Just get on with the video.
The Last of Us 2's storyline is one that leaves me conflicted. This game is one that leaves the community divided. Many people say that it was completely out of character for Joel to be put in the situation that led to his death. Bad writing, they called it. And later on, they attempted to justify it by trying to prove it to us that he had actually changed. Many critics have said that the game executes masterful storytelling. But does it really? Again, I am conflicted. After finishing the game, I was left pondering on whether or not it was a good narrative. Every so often, I find myself thinking about it. And you would think, if Naughty Dog was able to create an experience that never leaves your mind, would you not say that they did their job? Well, I will neither confirm nor deny that statement. Why? It doesn't always matter whether they did their job right. What matters is that in writing, specifically in fiction, there are things that you just don't fuck with. Game of Thrones is a good example. George R.R. Martin has said,
if any writer is going to write about war, then I want him to treat war honestly. And anybody can die. It doesn't matter if you're the hero. So it irritates me when I'm watching a movie or reading a book and the hero is going through incredible dangers, him and his 6 buddies, and none of them die. You know, maybe one of them gets wounded at some point. In a word, if you're going to write about fearful situations, I want you to have fear, and the right kind of fear. Roller coaster rides are scary, supposedly, but we're not really scared. We know that we're going to get off the roller coaster after 3 minutes. That's one kind of fear, but there's another kind of fear that you feel when a moment that a soldier or a policeman or anyone fears when they're in a situation where their life is on the line. I mean, that's a much more visceral kind of fear, and that's the kind of fear I want the reader to feel. I mean, I think writing is about strong emotion.
Despite this, there are some characters that you knew for sure were not going to die, such as Jon Snow. And y'all better not bring up that Et tu Brute scene.
You too, my child. The tyrant is dead. You are free now.
And his other siblings. I'm sure people hated to see Ned Stark get killed off. But if Jon was killed off, you bet your ass there would have been riots in the streets. My point being, there is always at least one character that the fan base holds dearest, to the point where their demise would potentially ruin the story for them. For instance, I don't even know if I can play through the previous Last of Us game anymore. Knowing what I know now, I don't even know if I want to watch the new show that's in the works or play any future installments, but you know I will. This is one of the things that as writers, we do not, or rather should not, fuck with. Well, Naughty Dog took that and threw it out the window. Now, there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, when Master Jiraiya was killed off in Naruto. This death needed to happen so that Naruto could reach his full potential, whereas with Guy Sensei, he came very close to dying, but Naruto saved him before that happened. Why? Because it wasn't his time. His story was not yet over. There was no reason to see him get killed at that time. There needs to be a solid reason for killing off a main or highly adored character, and then you better make sure they stay dead.
The death of Boromir it still resonates with me. That was a powerful moment. The death of Gandalf in the Mines of Moria, when the Balrog drags him down to the thing, and he says, "Fly, you fools!" and that's enormously powerful because especially at that point in the book, because Gandalf is the father figure. Gandalf is the guy who has the answers. Gandalf is the one who knows what they should do and how they should do it. And suddenly he's gone, and now the hobbits are on their own with Strider and Boromir and people they don't necessarily trust because their relationships are still fairly new at that point, and they're facing untold dangers, and they don't have Gandalf to warn them of exactly what's around the next turn in the bend. That's a hugely powerful moment, which I actually, if it had been me, Gandalf would have stayed dead, I think.
Now, you could argue that there was a valid reason for Joel's demise. Let me explain. If not that, then what else? What else could they have done to keep the story going? What could have been a better, more meaningful alternative? The way I see it, Naughty Dog was potentially stuck in a corner with no other ways out. That is why they chose the route that they did. My only wish was if they couldn't find another path for the story, to at least take the one they chose and make it more consistent. You're telling me that someone like Joel, who had a death grip on trust issues, could magically trust some random bitch he doesn't even know? It took him, 20 years to gain those trust issues? And now only 5 to lose them? Yes, I get that they were under attack during that scene, but you knew that something wasn't right. Something just didn't fit. I think I might even make a video about this, actually. Anyway, afterward, they tried to justify the abrupt change in character by showing you around Joel's house and describing how he's changed. Then they have the audacity to make me play as the bitch in the second half of the game, trying to make me feel for her. Like, the fuck? Joel is probably one of the most loved characters in all of gaming, and for them to just get rid of him the way that they did felt so underwhelming.
Dude, Joel isn't even that good of a character. I don't understand why everybody keeps crying about him. So fucking annoying. It's just a fucking game. Shit.
What the fuck did you say?
What? I'm just being honest. Like, seriously. Oh, really? Is that what you think, Blue? Yeah?
Hey, Taco. Yo, Taco. Yo, bitch.
What? Can't you see I'm playing?
Well, isn't Joel from The Last of Us a great character?
What the fuck is The Last of Us? Dude, I'm still playing Uncharted 2. See? He plays Naughty Dog games, and he could give less of a fuck. I mean, come on now. Joel was such a bad guy. If it wasn't for him, humanity totally could have survived. But no. Oh, really, Blue? So you think that the same humans that betrayed you and Joel deserve to live? The same ones that are destroying your habitat as we speak. The same ones who made you have to immigrate over here. They deserve to live. Well, you do make a good point, but, like, you're a human, and I wouldn't want you to die. Because then who's gonna give me some apples? I mean, come on now, ever since I came over here, life has been good. I mean, seriously, you're like my slave, my assistant. I mean, come on now. Like, I could give less of a shit about the birds back home. Uh-oh.
The crazy thing is that Naughty Dog even saw the need to warn us that the game would be taking a direction that many wouldn't like. So they knew what would happen upon the game's release, literally validating everything I am saying. But they didn't care. They went ahead and released their masterpiece. I guess it may be possible to give them some credit for following the one true philosophy of an artist. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because true artists don't care about outside opinions. Confirming or denying the aforementioned statement from earlier would imply a few possible things. Naughty Dog exhibited bad writing, my failure of recognizing the complexity of the narrative, and/or my dishonest compliance with how the narrative played out. So to conclude, I just want to let you guys know that these are just my thoughts on the matter, and I do not yet have a solid opinion on it, and probably never will. Anyways, this has been TheRedLoro, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content.